Hello everyone again, this is Mr. Nasser-kouraby and welcome to my channel. Today we will have the first lesson about past simple and we will learn how to make some sentences about the past. Okay, so let's go to the lesson. Now here it's 5a, 3 generations. Generations means different age. For example, maybe a child, he is maybe 10 years old and his brother 20 years old and their father 40 years old. So every age think in a different way. Okay, so we call it generations. Maybe the son, father, grandfather, 3 generations, different. Okay, so here we will learn vocabulary, adjectives, and years, grammar, past simple, verb to be, positive and negative, questions and short answers. Okay, so the first exercise here we have is about adjectives. So here we have a list of adjectives, the adjective and the opposite. Okay, so let's read them together. Hot, cold, noisy, quiet, well, ill, short, tall, lucky, unlucky, different, the same, happy, unhappy, boring, interesting, friendly, unfriendly, terrible, awful, fantastic, amazing, wonderful. So if we don't know some of the meanings here, let's go to page 138, vocabulary 5.1. Okay, let's go together. So here, vocabulary 5.1. So here we have all the adjectives, and down here we have the pictures. Okay, so you need to match, okay, the pictures to the words to the pictures. And maybe here the pictures are not clear, so let me just take a photo of it and I'll put it here. Okay guys, so now you can see the words and the photos, okay, and you can match together. Now stop the video for 2-3 minutes, okay, finish the exercise, then check with me. Okay, now let's check. Yeah, so here this is the answer, guys. Okay, now let's go. Yeah, and now we will have some notes. Okay guys, so here hot, cold, let's write it. Yeah, hot, cold, and here noisy, quiet. Guys, there is a big difference about 2 words, and I will write them here because it's very important. Look, guys, we have this word, okay, and this word here. Okay, guys, so look here. How we say this word, like, 5, 9. So when you have I, consonant E. So here we have a consonant letter. I, consonant letter E. I, we pronounce I, lie. Here, I, consonant E, 5. I, consonant E, 9. Here we have I, consonant E, quai, quai, quai. So here we have quite, quite, okay? And here when we have E before T, look here, E after T. Here, E before T, so we say quiet, quiet, quiet. Okay, guys, so be careful. Okay, so here we have noisy and what? Let's see where is the E. So E before T. Okay, so E comes before T. So it's like this here. So what we say, noisy, quiet, quiet, quiet. So quiet, opposite noisy. So quiet, what's the meaning of quiet? You remember when we talk about like and we don't like, we say I quite like fast food, for example. I quite like, huh? I don't like very much. So this is what? Quite. And this is quiet, quiet, quiet. It's very important, guys, because some people make, maybe in the class or in a place, people make noise and someone say, be quiet, please. No, it's wrong. Be quiet. Be quiet. Okay? It's very important. Okay, and well, ill, short, tall, tall. Normally, when we have A-L, A-L, we say O. A-L, O. A-L, O. A-L. Okay, we say O. So this is T-O-L. Tall, tall. Here, lucky, lucky, unlucky, unlucky. We don't say lucky. N and L we put together. So we say unlucky, unlucky. Again, guys, we don't say then lucky. No. Unlucky, no. Unlucky. Together. Unlucky, unlucky. Here, different, different. The same, the same. happy, happy, unhappy, unhappy, boring, boring, interesting, interesting. And here again we have this ing. Okay, ing. We don't say boring, we don't say g, and we don't say n, boring, boring. No, it's like you want to say g, but we say boring. Okay, guys, step by step. Boring. So we have three parts. Boring. Boring. So number three, we don't need. We say boring. Stop. So you close here. Okay. Boring. 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 Okay. So all ing the same. You say reading, writing, running. We don't say g. Okay. And here we have this word interesting, interesting, interesting. I listen to people say interesting. No, it's wrong. Interesting, interesting. The stress is here. Look, this is the stress. Interesting. Friendly, unfriendly. Terrible. Stress on E. Terrible. Terrible. Like this. Here, AW. Okay, it's O. 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 Awful. Awful. Here, the stress, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Here, amazing, 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 wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, guys, hope it's clear. And now let's move. Okay, here in this photo. Okay, guys, so tell me, what do you see here? There we have some people. Yes, and where are they? What they do? It's a birthday. Yeah. So here we have Jason, Matt, and Albert. So Jason and Matt, what's the relationship? Yeah, Matt is Jason's father. Very good. Okay, Matt and Albert. Albert is Matt's father. Very good. Very good. Okay, so now we will move to exercise number 2. Here, we said look at photo A. We did. Where are the people? What's their relationship, do you think? We finished this. Now, listen and read. We will listen to this and read. Who is talking? How old is he? Who is talking? So, because we have here, as we said, we have 3 people. Okay, we have Jason, Matt, and Albert. So, who is talking now? And how old is he? So, Let's listen.
Face to Face, 2nd edition, Elementary, by Chris Redston and Gilly Cunningham. This recording is copyright, Cambridge University Press, 2012. CD 2. Track 1.
I live in Bristol with my parents and my sister. It was my 13th birthday yesterday, and there was a big party at our house. About 30 people were here, and we were lucky because it was a very hot day. I was happy because my granddad was here from Liverpool. There were only 2 things wrong. My best friend Robert wasn't here because he was ill. And my 2 brothers weren't here because they're in the USA. But it was a fantastic party.
Okay, guys, so who is talking? Yes, so we have the boy. Yes, this boy here, Jason. Very good. And how old is he? Yes, 13, because he said what? My 13th birthday yesterday, so he's 13. Okay, now we will have this exercise here. Read about the party again. Which of these things are not in the text? Are not. For example, where the family lives. Do we know where the family lives? So where the family lives. I live in Bristol with my parents. So Bristol and my parents. So we have people at the party. Okay. Food and drink. The weather. People not at the party. Birthday present. So now try to find this information, these pieces of information we have here or we don't have. Okay, now stop the video, 2-3 minutes. After you finish, check with me. Okay, and let's check now. People at the party. We say, well, it is 30 people were there. So we say 30 people were here. Okay, so we have it. Food and drink. Food and drink. Food and drink. So no. So this we don't have. Okay. The weather. The weather. It was very hot. So we have people not at the party. My best friend Robert wasn't here because he was ill, and my 2 brothers. So this is we have. And birthday present. Present. We don't have present. So these 2, food and drink, birthday present, are not in the text. Okay. Now we will move to the part of the grammar. And we love grammar. Grammar is easy, guys. If you understand the grammar very well, it's easy after that. Now here, past simple, verb to be, positive and negative. Okay, so look at the text in 2b again. Underline all examples of was, wasn't, were and weren't. You see was or wasn't, were and weren't, underline this text again. For example, here we have it was. So you make it like this. Was. Okay. Negative and positive. Okay, you finish them. After that, fill in the gaps with was, wasn't, were, and weren't. Some students say, teacher, I don't know. Okay, I know you don't know, but try. Maybe you remember before, maybe you studied before. I don't want to give you everything. I give you. No. Try to remember. You don't remember? After that, I give you the answer. No problem. Okay? So fill in the gaps. After you fill in the gaps, you check in page 139, grammar 5.1. Okay? Grammar 5.1. Here it is. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now we will talk together and explain. Now when we talk about present, and let's put here past, okay? In the present, when I say I am at home now. Okay, I am at home now. Okay, I want to talk about yesterday. I say I am at home yesterday. Correct? Of course, no. Here, am, because it's now, present. But when I talk about the past, I say what? Was. I was. Okay, so was is past symbol for am. Another example, he is in the office now. Okay, in the past, the same. We don't change anything. He is in the office yesterday. He is in the office yesterday. No. What's the past symbol for is? Again, was. So past symbol for is, was. Okay. Let's say they are they are in the mall. Now, let's say now. And the same, we will write it here. They are in the mall yesterday. Yesterday. What's the past symbol for are? Where. Okay. So now here we have the past symbol. Here we have the present, and the present we have am, is, are. Okay, and we have the past symbol. This is the past. Was, where. So let's write the subject here. Subject. Here we have I, and yeah, he she, it, you, we, and they. Okay, so what do we use with them in the past simple? In the past simple, I, he, she, it, we use was. Okay, negative, wasn't. And you, we, they, we use we, were, and weren't. Okay. So here together and here together. Okay, so I, he, she, it, was or wasn't, and you, we, they, were or weren't. And this is a mistake here, just a minute. Wasn't, should be wasn't. Okay guys, that's it, very easy. Let's go to the lesson now. Okay, now we will have an exercise. Read about Matt's 13th birthday party. Choose the correct word. So now what we will do, we'll choose the correct word. For example, I was born in Liverpool. Why was? Because I. And in Liverpool in 1974. And I was or were, again, was. Yes, very good. Okay, now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until 9. Stop the video, please, and finish the exercise, please. Okay, 2-3 minutes, then come and check with me. Okay, guys, let's check. And our house wasn't or weren't. Here, lots of students make mistake. Our house, they say our house weren't, because our weren't. Now, for example, we are 10 students. We sit in a class. So we say this is our class. Our class. How many students? 10. How many classes? Just one class. But it's our class. Okay? You and your brothers and sisters, you say this is our home, our flat, our car. But we are group. We are 5, 6. But the house is one. Okay? The flat is one. The car is one. So here, as we say, our house is one. And because it's one, so what we use for it? We use it. And it takes what? It takes wasn't. Okay, so our house wasn't. Very big. So my party, one party was at my grandparents' house. The house, one house, was cold, and food wasn't or weren't. Food is uncountable. We don't say one food, two foods, three foods. The same like water, oil, Okay, sugar, rice. So food uncountable. And food, uncountable words, again, takes what? It. Okay, so it takes it. Okay, guys. So food, what's the answer? Wasn't. Okay. Only about 12 people. 12 people were at the party, and there was or weren't any girls. So girls plural, we say weren't. So the party, party was. Very good. And this is the answer. Okay, so here, look, we have this party is a new party because the photo is colored. Yeah, yeah. And here it was who? Albert party. Yes. So now Jason talks to his grandfather, Albert. They chat together. Okay. And here, what we will do, we will listen. And when we listen to Jason ask his grandfather Albert about his 13th birthday party. Where was he? So we have a question now. The question, where was he in his 13th birthday party? And was his birthday, why was his birthday a special day? So we have two questions now we answer. This and this, okay? Listen and answer.
Track 2.
Grandad, when were you born?
I was born in 1953.
So you were 13 in 1966?
Yes, that's right.
And where were you on your 13th birthday?
I was in Liverpool with my parents. Oh, I remember that birthday party very well. It was the 30th of July, 1966, the day England won the World Cup.
Really? Wow.
Yes, the match was in the afternoon, and my party was in the evening.
That's amazing. Where was the party?
It was at my parents' house, and in the street.
Was it a big party?
Yes, it was. All my friends were there, and lots of my parents' friends were there too. There was music and food and dancing in the street. It was a very happy evening.
It sounds like a great party. Was the food good?
Yes, there were lots of sandwiches and chicken and ice cream and a birthday cake with a big football on it.
Were your grandparents there?
No, they weren't. They were in London at the World Cup final.
Okay, guys, so where was he? Yes. This is the answer here. He was in Liverpool. Why was his birthday a special day? His birthday party was the same day that England won the World Cup. Very good. Okay. Now, here we have listen again and answer the questions. So we have a question here. When was Albert's 13th birthday? When? Where was the party? Were his friends there? Was the food good? Where were his grandparents? Okay, listen and answer the questions.
Track 2.
Grandad, when were you born?
I was born in 1953.
So you were 13 in 1966?
Yes, that's right.
And where were you on your 13th birthday?
I was in Liverpool with my parents. Oh, I remember that birthday party very well. It was the 30th of July, 1966, the day England won the World Cup.
Really? Wow!
Yes, the match was in the afternoon, and my party was in the evening.
That's amazing. Where was the party?
It was at my parents' house, and in the street.
Was it a big party?
Yes, it was. All my friends were there, and lots of my parents' friends were there too. There was music and food and dancing in the street. It was a very happy evening.
It sounds like a great party. Was the food good?
Yes, there were lots of sandwiches and chicken and ice cream and a birthday cake with a big football on it.
Were your grandparents there?
No, they weren't. They were in London at the World Cup final.
Okay, guys, let's check the answers. You can listen again, okay? If you didn't write all the answer, listen again, no problem. Okay, here we have the answers. Okay. Now we'll move to this exercise here, help with listening. Weak forms, was and were. Listen and notice the weak form of was and were. How we say was, how we say were. Listen.
Track 3.
I was in Liverpool with my parents. All my friends were there. Was the food good? Were your grandparents there?
So we say I was. We don't say I was, no, I was. Positive sentence. We say I was in Liverpool. All my friends were there, were there. We don't say were there. And question. Was the food good? No. Was the food good? Was the food good? Was the food good? Okay, and here, were your grandparents? Your grandparents. Were your grandparents? Were your grandparents there? Okay, so when you have here the positive sentences, okay, or question sentences, we say weak, okay, was, were. Okay. Here, if you want to go and if you don't have the book, you can check page 158. 158. Record CD2 3. CD2 3. CD2 3. It will be here somewhere. CD2 3. Yeah. Here you can read, okay, and practice how you say where and was. Okay, look here, and it's here. And here. So you can practice this. Okay, guys, so now here we will study the question, how we write questions in past simple. Okay, so here, look at the table, notice the word order, then write questions 2, 4, and 5 in the table, 2, 4, and 5 from 5b. Look here, these are the questions that you will write. Okay, so you will take questions 2, 4, and 5. This question 2, okay, 4 and 5. And 5, okay, and you will write them here, guys. Okay, this is 2, 4, and 5. Okay, so you take this and write it here. Okay, take this and write it here. Take this and write it here. Okay, clear? So these are the questions, and this is the table. You write it here. Okay. Yeah, after you finish, we'll check, but not now. Okay, here, next exercise. Fill in the gaps in these short answers with was, were, wasn't, or weren't. Okay, so when I say yes, I, he, she, it, we write was or were. Yes, and here the same. Fill in the gaps. After you finish again, fill in the gaps with was and were here. Now, when you finish everything, we will check together on page 139, 5.2. 5.2. Here's everything. So, question, when I write a question in the past simple, question word, was and were, subject. This is the order, always. Maybe I don't have question word, so I write was and were. Okay, and let's explain more about it. For example, when I say he was at whom yesterday. Okay, so this is a positive sentence. Okay, now how can I make this question? How can I make this question? I don't change anything. Okay, just was and he. So I take he and write it after was. Okay, and here capital letter. Okay, so was he at home yesterday, and write question word. Was he at home yesterday? So I changed was from here, I put was here. Okay, so it is the opposite. Like this, like this. Now it's a question. Okay, and what's the answer? Yes, he was, or no, he wasn't. Okay. Now, I want to ask a question. For example, this is a sentence. I talk with someone on the phone, and he say, for example, he was at blah 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 yesterday. For me, I didn't hear. Okay, I say sorry. Yes, what I say? Where was he yesterday? Where was he yesterday? So I say, where was he? Okay, so again here, question word and was after that subject. Okay, maybe he says, for example, another one, like, he was at home, blah blah blah. I say, I want the time. Okay, they say, when was he at home? So here, because I asked about place, he was at, so I need a place, so I ask with where. Okay, and here he was at home. Time, I asked when. Okay, and the same order, when, question word, was, and he. Okay. Short answer here. Okay, and when were you born? When were you born? Here, when someone asks this question, you answer in date. I was born in 1940. Okay, where was Matt born? Here, about the place, he was born in Liverpool. You can say, when were you born? Where were you born? Okay, because where, because you here. Was, because Matt is he. Okay, we say I was born in 1940, not I born. We don't say I born, we say I was born. Okay, guys? Now here we have dates. How we say these dates. How we say them? Read them and check. Do you know how we say them or no? After that, we'll listen together here and check.
Track 5.
1835. 1900. 1990. 2000. 2005. 2018.
Okay, guys, so this is how we say, and we have something to say here. This is, we say 2018, okay, or 2018. You can say two or all together, no problem. Okay. Okay, guys, so now we will practice Okay. Question number 8. Make questions with you. Now we know the order, how we write the question in order. Let's write it here again. Okay. So we say again, we say question word, then say was or where, then the subject. Okay, was or where, then the subject. It's very big, make it like this. Okay. Now we're right. For example, make questions with you. So all the subjects here, you. Okay, so all the subject you, what we use, was or where. Again, every time where. So here we say at work yesterday. We don't have a question word, so we start with from here. We say where, then you. After that we finish at work, okay, yesterday. Now where last night, where we have a question word, we start with where. And we know the subject is you, so always we have where, then you. Okay, so the question is, where were you? Last night. Okay, last night. The same thing, guys. Okay, you finish the other here, and I will give you the answer. Okay, stop the video, finish, then check with me. And here's the answer. Okay. Okay, guys, so here, this is the last exercise. It's a good exercise for practice. Let's go to page 105. 105. Let's write it here. 105. Okay. And it's 5A. Where's 5A? Yeah, 5A here. This is the exercise. So here, what you will do, work on your own, write questions with you or your about when you were 13. I am now, for example, 40. In the past, I was 13 years old. In that time, I write questions about, okay? So here we have happy at school. Remember, you have you, always the question with you, okay? So this is the question always with you here. So happy at school, you, because we have you write where you happy at school. And who, best friend. Now here we say write about your, okay? So you say who, let's write it here. This is very important point. Okay, so say who, your best friend. Your best friend is a person, one, he or she. So he or she takes what? Was. Who was your best friend? Very good, guys. Okay, who was your best friend? So this is, be careful with that, because best friend, who was your best friend. Your best friend, he or she. Say for example, Ahmed was my best friend. So Ahmed was, okay? So finish all of these, guys. Okay, so here, good at language. Good at language. Just a minute. Okay, so good at language. Again, we say, because we don't have question word, say, were you good at language? That means when you studied in the past English or Arabic or your language, you were good or no? What favorite food? What? What? Favorite food. Food is uncountable. We use was. So was your favorite food in the past. And favorite TV program. Okay, what again? What was your favorite TV program? Okay, so here's the answer. Okay, guys, so that's everything about 5a, about the past simple. We studied how we studied some adjectives here, and we had some notes about quiet and quiet, about boring, about interesting. Be careful with these, okay? How we write positive and negative sentences in past simple, was and were. And here, when we say was and were in positive and questions, how we make questions and short answers, the dates, and we practiced. Okay, thank you guys for watching. You finished all the lesson. That's me. You are still with me here, so of course you liked the lesson, right? You like the lesson, please press like. Okay, if you have any question about anything, write it on the comment. Okay, guys, so that's it. Thank you and see you next video.